Is this thing on? So ultimately what we're going to do today is set you up for next week's webinar. Now, there's a few activities that we're going to do, and these things have helped me immensely in getting to where I am right now. And I hope it does for you as well. We're going to use these tools so that you can start setting a really strong foundation for yourself. Now, the first thing you're going to do is figure out who the hell you are. Okay, so who am I? What am I about? The next thing, we're going to figure out what the hell you want. Now, if you're unsure, and I speak to a lot of people that are unsure, you know, I say, what do you want? Oh, I don't know. It's all very general. So, I just want a guy that's tall, and you know, I just like to make money, lots of money, like $1 million a year. Too general. Here are 7 things that you have to do. Number 1 is stop putting your energy into people that don't give a shit about you. Now I'm talking about guys, I'm talking about, you know, working for crappy bosses, I'm talking about parents that put you down, friends that put you down. Now, it's probably not that they don't give a shit about you, but what they're doing is stealing your dreams. So if you've got all of these things that you want to be and do and feel, and you're letting other people suppress it, then you're going to be feeling pretty crappy. So it's really important to acknowledge it for what it is. Okay? Now, there's a little term that I learned, and it is called a dream stealer. Now, a dream stealer is that person that tells you that you can't do something, that it won't work, or it'll never be successful, or you'll just quit in a day. Okay? So the dream stealer is someone that's stealing your dreams. Now, unfortunately, this can mean parents, this can mean your friends, siblings, work colleagues, and yourself. So if you're dream stealing yourself, then how are you gonna live? How's the rest of this life going to play out? Number 2, you need to figure out what you want. So, what the fuck do you want? Is it to be earning 10 grand a week? Is it to have an awesome relationship with a guy that's just like you? Is it to really feel awesome, ultimate confidence to help you become more successful? What is it? So have a think about that, and what is it exactly that you want? Now, I get a lot of people who come to me and they got no idea. So, look, I just like a really tall guy, just a nice one. Wishy-washy. You know, $1 million a year would be nice. Wishy-washy. Okay? So it's got to be more specific than that. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting around and hoping one day I'll win lotto, or one day he'll find me. And you know what? Maybe that could happen, but you got a better chance of actually getting out there and making it happen, because then you're in control as well. Thirdly, you have to figure out who you want it with. So on the one hand, in a relationship, who's this kind of guy? Who is he? What's he about? What's his name? How specific can you get? Now, I find most women want someone just like them. And I think that's a good way to look at it, because then you share common interests. Now, opposites attract, but they'll come together with common interests. So actually looking for someone that's like you, a male version of you, I think is pretty smart. On the second hand, if you want to have your own business, what kind of clients do you want? Who do you want to work for? Again, this is someone like you, possibly 5 years ago. For me, my ideal client is you, because what I've written in my ads has absolutely resonated with you, and that's why you're here. And so you have to embrace that. That person that I've advertised there is me 4 years ago. So there are a lot of people out there who are going through the same stuff, which creates a community. Number 4, you have to work out how you're going to do it. So is it that you're going to keep staying in your shitty job and hope that, you know, someone will promote you one day? You know, is it that you're going to sit around in a nightclub and wait for someone to think you're the best looking thing there and pick you up? Or do you need a strategy? So do you need to strategize on, okay, well, I'm here and I want to be here, so how do I do this? Number 5, find out what shit you need to stop doing to get there. Now, what I mean by this is that you've got beliefs, okay, so you all believe all these things about yourself, right, and the world around you. You have stories, so you probably tell yourself stories every single day, and you don't realize you're doing it. And so all these things are mental blocks that just get in the way of you being able to achieve what you want to achieve. So if you hate something or you're afraid of something, then that's going to stop you from going forward, and you're just going to keep staying in the same place, in that rut, being miserable. Number 6 is figuring out how much time, energy and money you're willing to invest to make this happen. So learning about yourself is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. It's an investment. You know, reading books, they can do so much, but actually doing something and creating an action plan and actually doing it is going to get you the benefits far quicker than hoping it'll come to you. So I'm all about just taking action and making it happen. And then 7, you have to make a decision that right now things are going to change. That you've just had a fucking gutful of being in a job that you hate, or sleeping with that guy that keeps ringing you at 3 in the morning and doesn't really care, doesn't introduce you to his friends, doesn't introduce you to his family, never takes you out, just wants you for sex. What's going to change? What do you want to change about what's going on? So what I'd like you to do is pause this video. The next part will be a slide, and I'd like you to write down all of those things that you think are going to go under each category. So, for example, stop putting your energy into people that don't give a shit about you. Make a list of those people. Okay? Now, I'm not saying cut them out of your life by any stretch, but I'm saying acknowledge that they're there and they're doing what they're doing, and being able to handle it and handle them. So now that you know what you want, we're going to need a bigger plan. In the webinar, we'll work through that in further detail. But before I go, I've got one more exercise for you. I'd like you to write down your ultimate perfect day. Okay? Now, this day can include waking up in your king-size bed with Mr. Awesome by your side, you know, the curtains flapping in the breeze, going down to the beach, taking the dogs and having a run around the beach, having a beautiful healthy breakfast, whatever you want. You know, calling your ideal clients and helping them out, whatever you like. So pause this video, write down your ideal perfect day, go into as much detail as possible, because what we're doing is we're generating these feelings of desire about what you want. And notice that in that I didn't actually say anything about money. Okay? Now, owning your own business doesn't make you greedy. Okay? Owning your own business means that you can have the freedom to live your ideal perfect day. So, pause the video now. See below for my webinar, and you'll start to see things come together. And the details, as I said, just there. Have an awesome awesome day.